Yeah, we need to talk about that. Bird, you got to. They're on 3-year probation. I don't know if it's if they're going to lose some scholarships or.
All right. Here's what I got here. They got 3 years probation. They got fined and they had some recruiting penalties. This is for recruiting and having tryouts during COVID when it was dead. And also having too many coaches on the field during limited workouts. Now, y'all know how you take 4 guys out there and you can have 1 coach. Well, apparently they're taking 6 out there and having 2. And I don't know. It's just almost to me like, and I could not find out what this 3-year probation means. Does that mean, Benton, if anything else goes wrong, they're going to zap them?
No, they're on probation for scholarships. They get,
but they're not.
They get limited.
They're still bowl eligible.
If it didn't say that,
it didn't say anything about a bowl game.
Well, maybe they not. Maybe they didn't. They're just going to pull some of their scholarships.
But it sounds like with that and the signal stealing, it just sounds like Harbaugh and his staff is just doing whatever they wanted to. I mean, it's
the kind of violations that they are. And trust me,
they're not big time.
I'm not a Michigan fan at all.
Yeah, they were fined and hit with recruiting limits, is what it says.
Recruiting limits. That means you just can't get as many people as you could, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying if I could do a quick search and find out what their probation.
It just didn't go into a lot of detail.
Well,
they're fined heavy.
We'll let him look that up. I mean, just stop me when you find it, Birds, and spill it on the stair. Just look for that and find it and let us know. Like chicken finger plates, you remember when that happened? They got in trouble for.
I know.
And you got too many. Who cares?
Well,
what's the big deal? We've got to listen. I'm not going to get up on my box. I didn't bring it with me today. My soapbox, I'm repairing it. I done got up on it yesterday. Bro, look, the NCAA, I'll just say this in 10-second spot. They're a joke. It's terribly mismanaged and misrun. It is not in evidence to show anywhere that they are in the ideology to promote kids or the sports, because we're having things like we're having a vote on up north somewhere at a small college in an Olympic event, girls track stuff where girls can throw shot put and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to play because they're trying to let guys play with the girls, and at a high school also. So we've got two accommodations for this. Is the kind of stuff we're letting go on. It's a joke.
Guys are going to throw with them.
Of course they're going to win.
Well, yeah, I would think.
So, but this is punishable. But that's not
right.
You're going to let somebody that's not even the same. I don't care if he's got long hair and he shaved his arm. He's still a guy. But it's not okay if we have an extra coach on the field and he fed them chicken fingers and macaroni, and we're going to put them on probation. Shut up.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like the sign stealing. I think they should have been zapped for that. That's bullcrap.
Everybody does it.
But,
they all do.
And I don't like the doing stuff during COVID, but more than one coach on the field during a workout.
Come on, man. What does that matter? He may have been standing over there. He may have had another group over there.
I guarantee you everybody does that.
Absolutely. Maybe he's working corners, and another coach over there, he's doing some safety drills. Maybe they're just doing backpedaling and throwing the ball. Throw it up, coach.
The reason I didn't like
I don't know, but that don't make no sense.
Well, they even in high school or middle school, one coach can take 4 kids out there.
Yeah.
I can do that today.
Yeah. Yeah.
After we leave, hey, 4 of you meet me. You can do that. That's within the rules.
After school.
Yes.
Not
during.
On your own time. Yeah.
Well, they've changed some rules to now that you can do stuff during school. I don't know. They just keep changing stuff.
There's no, and we'll let Bird see what he's got some info there. There's no consistency. There's nothing. There's no, and they wonder why when Saban begged and pleaded for them, don't do this NIL stuff. Don't do it. Mm-hmm. But then you got fans of other schools saying, well, that's why he retired, because he wasn't ready for the NIL. I know that's why he had the #1 recruiting class 2 out of 3 years during the NIL and transfer portal, but he retired because of the portal. No, that's not true. Well, because he was at the top of his game, won it, and went to the playoffs and went again. So that's not the reason that he left. It's the reason he left is because of stuff like this. There's no guideline. This is just the Wild West. We got mercenaries out here, hired guns. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly with Clint Eastwood at the end of the movie with a metal sheet under his sombrero, his jacket. You know what I'm saying? We're just playing a game, and it's not right. It's a joke. And when you read this kind of stuff, everybody's going, Probation. But it's not for dudes to run in the track game against girls and win.
Yeah.
And swim with them. And the girl that goes to the Supreme Court, all that, and had to go down. The girl. Bro,
well,
get out of here.
The thing that kills me about it is they're hammering him now. He's gone.
Why didn't they pull?
Harbaugh's gone.
Yeah, why didn't they do this during their playoff and pull that title from them? Because they're sick of the SEC, and they finally got somebody else in there that can probably win it.
Do you think he really cares?
No.
He just won a championship.
I seen this podcast yesterday. You know where he's at yesterday or day before?
Where?
In San Diego at the RV park, out there on the beach barefooted. He don't give two rips about what's going on in Michigan.
Did you find anything?
I couldn't find anything.
It was very vague.
Yeah,
I read three articles and they were all vague.
Hang on, what?
I just love this line here that I come across. Okay. It said the violations were labeled as level 2 violations, which are defined as actions deemed more than minimal but less than substantial.
See,
you're killing me.
That's lawyer talk. That's lawyer talk. That is garbage. NCAA, you're trash. Hashtag NCAA. They're going to pick it out of the video right now. I don't care. It's trash. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to put yourself on probation. It's terrible.
Well, I know we don't want to get off into this, but why are they trying to expand the playoff?
Money. Money.
Same reason we have a 7-game series in the first round of the NBA.
So you can sell. Listen, Dean. We talked. Remember when we got into wrestling? I get to breaking into wrestling a little bit, and I know most people watching. Some people like wrestling, but I'm just talking about as an entertainment purpose. For an example, they're selling ads, and when you can sell a business, the WWE sells to Netflix for $7 billion.
Right.
The Rock made $9 million in stock options just for being WrestleMania for that month. $9 million. And he got back all the rights to all his name, the People's Champ, the Rock, Rocky. So why they play more games? It's more ads.
Well, it's got to stop at some point.
Well, Bird, tell us about, since we're on this kick here, I done got fired up here. This NCAA is talking about the new rules to college football. Now, the headset rule, I can dig it. But what do y'all think about this 2-minute clock? I
don't like the 2-minute rule at all. I don't mind the headset.
What was the other one?
That was only 2 I knew about.
There was one more that talked about later down in the. Okay.
Do you like the 2-minute rule, Benton?
He's having lag problem.
No. Oh, okay. I thought he was staring the same way for a long time.
That's just dumb. The 2-minute rule.
I can't. Games are long enough anyway.
Yeah, they're going to just get a few more advertisements in.
I don't understand it. I don't like it. Do you mind? I don't mind the helmet communication thing.
No, I think we were going that way. It's just the way of the future with the helmet communication. And
I don't think you should. Every player should
really get in. I mean, you're telling them to play, and then you might say, "Hey, watch out for that safety." If he does, you ain't got 10 minutes to tell him what to do.
No, it cuts off. It cuts off when there's 30 seconds on the play clock.
Okay, that's good.
Or 25.
So they do have some rules about where the guys say that safety's biting up, you throw over his head.
Well, you're just gonna call in a play.
Yeah.
22 waggle, 66 Z stripe, jet on 2. Okay. Hey, and also that last time that safety did play tight on that left side, so just watch that corner. Then it cuts off. You get 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, a tough job for somebody. I guess the OC.
Communications,
you think it'd be the offensive coordinator?
I would think.
Here's the other one. Tablets for the sidelines. Okay. They've used to this is what the pros only get pictures. You know how the guys, the quarterback sit down on the sideline?
I see them looking at stuff all the time.
Okay, they're looking at the iPad. They're looking at a snippet shot of the play before, and they're saying, okay, right here, when you threw this pick, you say, well, this guy played down or this guy played over, or they disguise the defense, et cetera, et cetera. College now, they're going to let them do like what I was told Hoover's been doing at practice, which you can do at practice for years. Big schools, probably Central Phoenix does it. I'm sure Auburn High School does it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Gulf Shores does this. Thompson, Clay Chalk will probably, a lot of the big schools. And all the Georgia schools, Buford, Grayson, I'm sure they do. Well, then they're going to have iPads out here on the field during the game. I think you can have 7. So there's going to be media coordinator people on the sideline recording from all up down the sideline, recording the plays, and a coordinator to choreograph this, to put all this together, to get down from your OC coach up, your OC coach or D coach upstairs, or maybe vice versa. And it's just going to be more information for the coaches to break down how teams are playing you.
Right. So you just, it's going to get to the point to where you're not going to have no excuse for anything.
No.
Though a coach is not.
No. He's
not going to have, we had trouble with that. Why? They told you 9 plays before that it was coming. You know, it might not be a good thing for coaches, but I don't mind that. I don't think it's a bad thing. Well, I do not like the 2-minute warning, though.
Now, what do you think about the
Chattooga has
2 minute? They have what?
They have the little tablets that show the replay and all that.
Oh, Chattooga. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you can always learn during the game, but what does a 2-minute warning do? I mean, my gosh.
Well, a 2-minute
warning, just an extra timeout.
Advertisement time.
No, now they said there wasn't going to be. That's not going to be a time for advertisement. I thought that too. It's not.
It's going to be time for that alt team to beat you.
Right. The point of the 2-minute rule is to get the other team to prepare to defend a team that's trying to come back. So you're adding excitement to the game.
So they already come back all the time now.
Well, now you're going to give a chance for the defense to get a play together to maybe stop them from coming back.
So they're saying it's going to aid the defense.
It could.
What do y'all think? I would think it would aid the offense. Well, I may be wrong.
It could do both. I mean, all right, look, I think it's going to aid the defense because.
But if it's aid the defense, I'm okay with it.
Here's why I think it does. Because, look, the offense they're already running and gunning now anyway. They have no huddle. We've been running no huddle for 15 years. Right. Oregon started all that mess. Now, a 2-minute warning, you're not going to be able to leave that personnel out there on the field when you get hung up in a 4-3 stack because it was 2nd and 2 and you put your big guys out there, then they get the first down. Well, guess what happens? On 1st and 10, they go hurry, and then they go 1st down, 2nd down. You still got your 4-3 stack defense, and you can't get the fatties off the field to get in these guys. That's why
a good point.
Football changed. And when football changed from Hightower to Mosley, that's why it changed, because Auburn or Oregon or whoever's running these plays so fast, the other team could not get their heavy package, their nose tackles off the field and get in some more athletic guys. So the whole point of this whole college football changing period is because of that. So you have to recruit kids that can play. They're kind of good at both. They can kind of run a little bit, but they're strong enough to play up front, like a Jonathan Allen, which only comes by every once in a while, or the Davis kid like played at Georgia. Those guys they're rare kind of breeds. They can run and play on a fast, but they can also stop a big play. Now, you get a 2-minute warning, boom, clock stops, the defense and go, all right, get in that other package. It gives you a chance to get your –
well, now you know what? If it'll help the defense, I'm all for it.
It should. I don't know. I mean, it gives you a chance to get out of a bad position.
Give you a chance to gather yourself a little bit.
Get out of a bad play.
That's what I was going to say. Just get yourself together.
I mean, if that ends up doing that, then I'll be all for it.
All of this stuff is big change, and Dean don't like change. He likes normal, same stuff, and that's okay. Everybody's different. But what this is doing, like we was watching Crane before we come in here, whether you don't like it or whether if I did like it, you know what?
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. But you know what? Like he said, you know what? We're still going to watch.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to quit watching over a 2-minute warning.
And the games are going to be better. We're talking about a 12-team playoff. We're going to lock up some of the better teams in the country to play a playoff game. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Now, what's not going to be cool is when you get a TCU Georgia kind of matchup.
Oh, me and Matt were talking, Benton. We were like, what are your Saturday lineup going to be like? Yeah. I mean, it's going to be like, okay, we got Clemson, Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Auburn, USC. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be, you can't, a lot of us guys are going to go nowhere on Saturday.